So everybody knows that Sonic Adventure 2's soundtrack is, in every way possible, incredible. It manages to complement the tone of the game while providing very memorable tracks in its own right. This isn't to say that every track in the game is perfect, but it is still fair to say that most at least come close. But Sonic Adventure 2 is one of those games that gets very abnormal if you take away its music. Through the accidental but simple glitch that I stumbled on, I was able to play Sonic Adventure 2 without the music. As an Xbox One S player, in order to make this glitch happen, all I had to do was have Spotify playing in the background while I loaded up Sonic Adventure 2. And what's interesting is that the volume of said song on Spotify can be 0, just as long as it's playing. Sonic Adventure 2's music will be muted, but not the sound effects nor the voice clips for some reason, just the music. I have no idea why Spotify overrides just the music. You'd figure that if it's going to override the music, it'd override everything else, but nope, it's just the music. So let's go play some musicless Sonic Adventure 2. I'm only going to be doing the first few stages of the hero story for this video, so if you guys are interested, maybe you can find a way to do the glitch yourselves and discover more on your own. The music that was originally in this cutscene did drown it out quite a bit, but there's some stuff here that we weren't able to hear that we now can that actually recontextualizes everything about this cutscene. Here, have a listen.
Cog aboard. Over.
That's a 10-4. Cargo secured
No!
on board.
Stop!
And...
No! No!
He's gone. He's taken out everyone aboard. And...
What's
Don't
wrong?
worry, Mr. President. Everything's under control.
Freeze! What do you think you're doing? Get that hedgehog!
Talk about low-budget flights, no food or movies. I'm out of here. I like running better.
So that's the opening cutscene to the hero story, but one thing you'll notice about this is that it really puts the greatest sound effects into perspective. Hence why the music has to drown it out most of the time, or else this would be insufferable. But jokes aside, is it fair to say that San Francisco has never felt so dead? What's interesting is that Cityscape ends up feeling more bleak without music than the Space Colony arc ever did at any point in the game. To turn the saturation down while editing this video, and it would feel incredibly fitting. Here, watch this.
Yeah.
It's like playing 2011's Modern Warfare 3 all over again. This is really just a testament to how good and immersive Sonic music can be. It's a very powerful thing to have in games like this, and without it, you get this. Who the hell wants to play this? Just look at this shot right here. It's so boring now. Even Invincibility doesn't play any music. I think the only times you'd be able to hear music in this game with this glitch enabled would be in the pre-rendered cutscenes, such as the case for when Eggman blows up the moon, or potentially the ending of the hero story because that's half pre-rendered. Listen to how strange this part of City Escape will be without music. It's just lacking so much tension now. It's so strange just to hear this part without your adrenaline going through the roof. Normally you'd be accustomed to hearing this throughout this experience, but nope, not here. At least we made it through this stage, so let's celebrate. Oh. My bad.
Just made it. This game of tag is boring. I'm out of here. Finally decided to show up, eh? Okay, bring it on.
So in a couple cases with this game, you could argue that not having music during certain cutscenes is okay or even benefits it. In this case, going from a cutscene without music to a boss without music, and it just loses all its tension, much like the gun truck chase.
What?
It all starts with this. A jewel containing the ultimate power.
That's the Chaos Emerald! Now I know what's going on! The military has mistaken me for the likes of you. So, where do you think you're going with that emerald? Say something, you fake hedgehog!
Chaos control!
Wow, he's fast! Hey, it's not his speed. He must be using the Chaos Emerald to
My
warp.
name is Shadow. I'm the world's ultimate life form. There's no time for games. Farewell!
Gah! Shadow, what is...
Oh, stay where you are! Keep your hands up!
Not again.
This cutscene, on the other hand, is a little less interesting without the music. But watching that last cutscene, it definitely was an eye-opener for what silence can do to complement a scene.
What are you talking about? That emerald's mine. You got that?
This is just kind of
The
awkward
Master
without the
Emerald
music.
contains special powers that neutralize the energy of the Chaos Emeralds. That
What is
makes it
interesting
very
here is that the Eggmobile actually has more sound effects than it would seem.
Look who's calling who a thief.
I came here following the signal from the emerald.
Not if I can help it.
Wait, did you hear that? Play that again. No way did they play that punching sound effect in this cutscene.
What was that all about? And look what you did to my emerald!
Okay, time for Wild Canyon, which is also rather bleak, but at least we got the ambiance coming from the middle of the
Pieces
stage.
of the Master Emerald hidden somewhere around here. The radar at the bottom of screen.
It seriously goes to show how crazy the Master Emerald blip can drive somebody if there is no other sound.
It's closer.
One more left.
What a lovely noise, isn't it?
I found him.
There's no mistake about it. This must be the island. It's a secret military base.
The boss fight that follows this cutscene isn't much better. After all, you can hear that constant blaring in the background, followed by microwave beeps every time you fire your weapon, so isn't that a pleasantry? I have a newfound respect for the characters of the Sonic universe, because what we are hearing right now is what they hear all the time. 99% of Sonic's music is not diegetic, meaning that the characters within the universe can't hear the soundtracks. Now, being in a mech stage, it's probably in my best interest to keep the volume down, just so we don't have to hear that obnoxious beeping any louder than what it already is. See my point? With Tails' level, I can afford to skip most of this because sound-wise there's nothing super innovative here. You hear platforms rising, gates closing and opening, you hear enemies being exploded, you hear beeping, you hear shooting. It basically doesn't matter where you are in the level because everything it has to offer is basically anywhere, right? So. Without music though, this has to be the most boring prison break-in I've ever experienced in any video game, ever. This is just so sleep-inducing. Hey, I got an idea. Why don't I edit some music in? Ladies and gentlemen, we got GTA 5 OST and Sonic Adventure 2 before GTA 6! Fine, I'll complete the level. Yeah, no, I can't do this anymore. That, everyone, is going to mark the end of this video. If you guys want me to go back to playing more Sonic Adventure 2 without music, I'm more than happy to do so, but I think in this discovery, the biggest thing here is that Sonic needs his consistently good OSTs. That's how he breathes so much life. That's how he's not at the bottom of the ocean right now with how consistent or inconsistent his games were throughout the 2010s. Music in video games is a very important part of it. It can tell a story about a location or a character without having to say a single word. It manages to use sounds to contextualize the sanity and state of one's being. Sometimes the absence of such can also provide that same effect. But it's important to know when that absence needs to be, because if you use nothing but absence, you'll feel about as dead as I did while I played Sonic Adventure 2 without sound. Have an amazing day, everybody. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.